So Lindsay and I are trying to preserve our squash and our zucchini. We're going to try various different methods. Lindsay is grating the zucchini. She's trying to measure out 2 cups, which I think is about what her zucchini bread zucchini bread recipe requires. So she's going to measure out 2 cups and then stick it in a freezer bag and just freeze 2 bags at a time. But look at all this zucchini here. And not just that, there's more zucchini like over in here. So if you watched our Rich Family Farm video the other day and I said we're being overrun with squash and zucchini, that's not a joke. Look at this. We haven't even been out there today. Or have you been out there today?
I went out earlier.
Okay, so this does include today's pickings. But, you know, I'd say we're about halfway through our zucchini and squash harvest. What I'm doing right now, I'm going to try to get through all this, but I'm chopping up all my squash into just little pieces kind of like this. And then I'm sticking them in a freezer bag, and I'm putting a little bit of water in the freezer bag. And then by the time I force all the air out, you know, everything's kind of submerged in water. There might be a little bit too much water in that one. I think I did a pretty good job with this one. And that's just one way I've found that maybe preserves squash really well. So some of this will probably grate up as well, just for use in casseroles. See why squash and zucchini is really pretty cheap at the store. We're at Rural King, and I think you could buy like a zucchini for 33 cents. And I guess it's a supply and demand type thing. There's plenty of supply. And we've offered a lot of people squash and zucchini, and it's hard to give away. Oh, there's some more squash hiding down in there. So can't seem to give it away because everybody has tons of it. Easy way to cheaply feed a big family. Squash, zucchini. Sometimes your kids just need to go burn off a little bit of energy. So we could be mowing with that, but because he's got so much energy, he's mowing like that. And Isaac's doing what he's supposed to be doing, of course. So the first way we were preserving the squash, like I showed you before in the freezer bags, just cut it up and fill it up with water and seal as much air out of it as you can. The second way is we blanched a bunch of squash in this pot. Right now I am going to pour out, here, get down in there. So I boiled it for 3 minutes, and I'm going to pour it all out into a colander. There's still a few in here. So they're still pretty hard. They're still kind of cooking right now, but they're not soft the way you'd want squash to be if you ate them. So I have a bowl here full of ice water, and I'm going to pour them all down into the ice water, kind of cool them, and stop that cooking process.
This is the way my Mama Willis did her squash from her garden. She always blanched it and cooled it in ice water like that. And we had squash casserole almost every Sunday dinner for the rest of the year.
I just felt it there, and it's pretty much completely cooled off. And then I'll drain it again. And then supposedly that's ready to freeze.
All right.
So we're trying multiple ways, and we will report back which way we like best.
What are y'all doing?
Dance off.
With no music?
Music's in our heads.
Okay.
James.
James is supplying the music. Hey, Beagle. You so sweet. What you doing, Bubs?
Reading.
What you reading?
Just a normal weird book.
You didn't want to be caught on video reading the Bernstein Bears? This was just the normal weird book.
So here is the final product, zucchini and squash. Some, like this, were blanched and then stuck in bags. Some like this. The zucchini was grated, and then some of them we put in, just chopped up and stuck in freezer bags. But that's probably, we'll probably have to do this once more before the year's over.
Hello, this is a random video. For no apparent reason. I'm just talking for no apparent reason.